What if the universe isn't just made of matter and energy, but of consciousness itself? Imagine a field so still, so vast, and so powerful. It exists beneath all movement, behind all thought. The ancients called it akasha, mystics felt it in silence, and today, physicists call it the zero-point field, a quantum sea of infinite potential. But this isn't merely science or mysticism. It's a doorway. In this video, we journey beyond the veil, where cutting-edge quantum discoveries meet the whispered wisdom of ancient temples. You'll discover how consciousness shapes reality, how you're connected to the entire cosmos, and most importantly, how to tap into this field to unlock energy, clarity, and peace you never thought possible. Ready to remember what your soul has always known? Long before the word quantum echoed through laboratories, ancient civilizations whispered of an all-pervading field, an invisible essence that birthed stars, thoughts, and even the soul. In Vedic philosophy, it was called akasha, the ether, the primordial substance that holds the memory of the universe. The Taoists spoke of qi, the flowing force that animates life. The Egyptian priests guarded the knowledge of heka, the sacred energy that bound spirit to matter. These weren't poetic metaphors, they were maps, guides to a reality modern science is only just beginning to rediscover. For centuries, this wisdom was hidden behind veils of symbolism, preserved in mystery schools, encoded in sacred geometry, or buried beneath ruins lost to time. Why? Because true power, the power to shape reality through consciousness, was never meant for the masses. It required readiness, stillness, inner alignment. Today, quantum physics peels back the layers of reality and uncovers truths that mystics always knew. The zero-point field, once dismissed as void, is now understood as a realm teeming with potential, pure, undisturbed energy beyond space and time. And the real secret, you've always been connected to it. So what exactly is the zero-point field, and how does it connect to you? At the subatomic level, particles don't sit still. Even in absolute darkness, at absolute zero, they vibrate. Scientists found that beneath everything, beneath matter, light, even thought, there's a subtle, infinite hum of energy. This is the zero-point field, a boundless sea where all probabilities exist at once. It is the quantum vacuum, yet paradoxically, it is not empty. It holds the blueprint of everything that has been, is, and could be. Think of it like a cosmic canvas. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, sends ripples into this field, subtly shaping your reality, just as a painter's brush brings images into being. But here's where it gets mystical. When you quiet your mind through meditation, stillness, or intentional awareness, you begin to resonate with this field. And when your personal energy aligns with this universal intelligence, you unlock something extraordinary: clarity without thought, peace without reason, energy without source. And yet, what governs this field? What allows it to respond to your inner state? That mystery takes us even deeper. The key to unlocking the zero-point field lies not in force, but in frequency. Everything in the universe, from the spin of electrons to the beat of your heart, vibrates. Ancient mystics called this the law of vibration, the idea that all is energy and all energy has a rhythm. Modern science now agrees. Your thoughts, emotions, even beliefs emit measurable frequencies. And the zero-point field, it responds not to what you say, but to what you vibrate. But here's the paradox. The more you try to control it, the further you drift. This field, like the Tao, resists domination. It requires surrender, not passivity, but conscious stillness. This is why masters across traditions, Buddha, Laozi, Rumi, spoke of silence, detachment, and inner emptiness. Because within that stillness, you attune to the deepest layers of reality. You become a co-creator, not by force, but by resonance. And yet, skeptics often ask, isn't this all just mysticism dressed in science? But the evidence is growing. Quantum entanglement, observer effect, non-locality, all suggesting that consciousness isn't in the universe, it is the universe. And you're not separate from the field. You are it, remembering itself. So how do you actually tune into the 0-point field? It begins with presence. Stillness is not emptiness, it's the gateway. Start with a simple daily ritual. Sit in silence for 10 minutes each morning. Focus not on controlling your thoughts, but on observing them. As your awareness deepens, your vibration begins to shift away from fear and control toward coherence and clarity. Next, breathe consciously. Breath is the bridge between the seen and unseen. Try this. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and pause again for 4. This simple rhythm harmonizes your internal frequency with the field's subtle hum. You can also speak to the field, not with desperate commands, but with clear intention, visualization, gratitude, and heart-centered emotion. These are your tuning forks. The clearer your inner signal, the stronger the response from the field. But be warned, the ego will resist. It thrives on chaos and distraction. The key is consistency. This isn't magic, it's alignment. When you live in this way, life stops feeling like resistance and starts flowing with synchronicity. You'll feel lighter, more energized, and deeply connected to something far greater than yourself. In the end, the 0-point field is not just out there in the stars or buried in equations. It's pulsing within you. It is the breath between your thoughts, the silence beneath your words, the infinite potential waiting to awaken. You are not a fragment of the universe. You are the universe, observing itself through the lens of form, time, and memory. And when you align with the stillness within, you rediscover your original frequency, the one that existed before fear, before noise, before separation. So the question is not, can you access this field? The real question is, are you ready to remember who you truly are?